There we all are, locking you all in. There, I'll reverse that polarity to the neutron flow. Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new super duper amazing Doctor Who video for today. So for this video, it is part 3 on everything I own in my collection from each Doctor, and of course, we are looking in to basically the third Doctor, played by Jon Pertwee. So for this, I'm going through everything I own on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, CD, and of course, Target Book. I'm not including Big Finish into this because Big Finish has done some third Doctor stuff, but it isn't voiced by Jon Pertwee because Jon Pertwee passed away in 1996. So unfortunately, I will not be including Big Finish into this, but I will be including it from the fourth Doctor onwards because Tom Baker has done some stuff for Big Finish. And of course, you could tell another fantastic cosplay piece of material has arrived with my necklace for Ncuti Gatwa has arrived. So I'm kind of wearing it because I absolutely love it. Absolutely brilliant. So this is everything I own for the third Doctor, and of course I'll be going this through VHS, then to DVD, then to Blu-ray, then Target Book, and then of course onto CD. So are you ready? Let's dive into everything I own for the third Doctor. So for the third Doctor, I'm going to go through VHS first. So for the very first release, we have the edited version of Basic Spare from Space, which is all edited into like a TV movie version. And it's actually quite good. I absolutely love this version. It's absolutely brilliant. So I do have that one. Next we have Spare from Space, the unedited version, where it's all contained into its original 4 parts onto VHS. And this was released in 1995. Then, of course, we have Doctor Who and the Silurians in my fantastic collection. And it is a double pack. Ambassadors of Death. I really love the trailer in black and white because before you watch the VHS copy, it literally brings up the trailer from 1970. And it looks so good in black and white. I actually prefer the black and white version to the Ambassadors of Death over the coloured version that we got on DVD. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love the black and white because it really looks horrifying and a bit like Charlton and Hartnell's era. But it looks so terrifying, especially with the space people, like the space astronauts, when they literally come out, and of course they're the alien creatures. Absolutely love it in black and white. Honestly, I do. Next, of course, we have Inferno on VHS, and it's a double pack. And then, of course, we have Terror of the Autons, aka the first story to be featuring the Master, and of course it has been fully restored into colour on VHS at that point. Next we have basically The Mind of Evil, and some of it is in black and white, some of it's in colour. The black and white stuff look absolutely great. I don't know what it is about black and white Jon Pertwee stuff, it looks so good. Next we have The Claws of Axos on my fantastic VHS collection. I don't actually love this story. I don't know why people give it such a bad reputation. It is written by Bob Baker and David Martin, who are the 2 creators to the 4th Doctor companion, aka K9. But I actually love this one. Axos is absolutely brilliant. I really love Axos. Next on VHS, we have The Daemons. Then, of course, we've got Day of the Daleks. It should be actually called Day of the Daleks. This is the edited version, where it's all put into a movie length. Then, of course, we got The Curse of Paladon on VHS, followed by The Sea Devils, aka my favourite Pertwee story. And I absolutely love The Sea Devils. Then, of course, for VHS still, we have The Mutants, and of course, it is in black and white, as you can see by the covers and at the back. I haven't watched it yet, but I might watch it, see what it looks like in black and white. I don't know if I prefer the black and white version or the coloured version. I need to see what I think of it. Next, of course, we have season 10. So we've got The 3 Doctors, a fantastic multi-Doctor story, and basically my favourite multi-Doctor story since January, because I have loved it. It was The 5 Doctors, but then I realised how much love I got for this one. And again, it's written by Bob Baker and David Martin. Next, we have Carnival of Monsters. Again, I love the Jurassics. The VHS cover is so good. Honestly, it's just so good on VHS. Followed by Frontier in Space. And then, of course, we have The Green Death on VHS. And then, next of all, we have some more VHSs, and these are from season 11. So we've got The Time Warrior, Invasion of the Dinosaurs, and this was one of the last VHSs to be released onto stories to be released on VHS because that came out in 2003. Then, of course, we have the edited version of Death to the Daleks and on a burst version, to be honest with you. Then we have the unedited version of Death to the Daleks, followed by The Monster of Paladon, Yes, we got the monster Paladon. And then, of course, we have Planet of the Spiders, aka Jon Pertwee's swan song as the Third Doctor. And then, of course, we have the Pertwee eras produced, well, it's presented by Jon Pertwee himself. So this is Jon Pertwee looking back of his era as the incredible Third Doctor. Absolutely brilliant. I haven't watched this yet, but I do intend to later on today, because actually I'm on my day off. Also for VHS, we got other VHSs. So we've got this fantastic Dalek Tin VHS, which comes with Planet of the Daleks for season 10. And it comes with a Colin Baker story. So you will see this return in a future collection update video. Then, of course, we've got the Master Tin box set, which contains Connery in Space and the Time Monster. And then for Jon Pertwee, in another DVD box set, we have got the Time Lords collection, which comes with the 3 Doctors. So it comes with the War Games and a 4th Doctor story, which is absolutely brilliant to own. Again, I absolutely love this box set. So that is basically the VHS wise. So it's time to dive into the DVD side of the collections, which is at the side of me. So the DVD collection is absolutely separated into 2 things: into single DVDs, and of course into the box sets. So we've got the original release of Spearhead from Space, the Ambassadors of Death, the original release of Inferno, the special edition release of Inferno, The Mind of Evil, the original DVD release of Claws of Axos in a clear plastic case, the special edition copy of the Claws of Axos, Connery in Space, the Daemons. Then, of course, jumping into season 9, we've got Day of the Daleks, the Mutants. Season 10, we've got the 3 Doctors, the original DVD release from 2003. The Carnival of Monsters DVD release, the original release. The Green Death original DVD release. Their special edition DVD release from 2013. And of course, it is definitely called the special edition. Next, of course, we've got Death Through the Daleks for season 11. And of course, we've got Planet of the Spiders. And then, of course, jumping into the DVD box set. So we've got the Mannequin Mania, aka that has the special edition of Spearhead from Space and Terror of the Autons in one box set. So we've got the opening story in this box set for season 7 and the opening story for season 8 in one box set, which is really quite good. Next, of course, we have the Paladon Tales, which contains the Curse of Paladon and the Monster of Paladon. And that is another good little DVD box set to own. Followed by Dalek War, aka with Frontier in Space and Planet of the Daleks. And it is a good box set to represent 2 stories from season 10. And they do follow on each other, which is why it is presented in a box set, which I absolutely have to love. Next, of course, we have the Myths and Legend box set with the Time Warrior, the only Pertwee box DVD in this box set, because the other 2 are Tom Baker's, which will appear later on in the Tom Baker collection. Followed by the Beneath the Surface box set, where 2 of these DVDs are Pertwee stories, and one of them is a Peter Davison story, which is why Peter Davison is on the one side. And in this box set, we've got Doctor Who and the Silurians and the Sea Devils. Again, I absolutely love the Sea Devils, my favourite Pertwee story. Then, of course, we have a fantastic box set to represent the Santarans. And, of course, in this box set, you've got 1 Pertwee story, 2 Tom Baker stories, and 1 Colin Baker story. The story in here is, of course, the Time Warrior, which is the opening story to season 11. And, of course, it comes in a box set with other stories to represent the Santarans from classic Doctor Who. Next, of course, we have Visitations 2, which contains Carnival of Monsters, the special edition. I really wish they carried on bringing out the special editions in these box sets, so I would have loved to have Visitations 4, Visitations 5. But the fact that I literally went on to releasing these special editions out of box sets, I don't get why. But it's actually quite good to own this as well, because it has 1 story from Patrick Troughton and 1 story from Peter Davison. And then next we have Visitations 3, which has got the special edition to the 3 Doctors in it. And you can see it in the middle, after 2 of the Cybermen and just before the Robots of Death. And then the final DVD box set for Jon Pertwee comes in this fantastic Regeneration box set, where Planet of the Spiders is released with all of the other regeneration stories at that point in time. So really, this is from basically the 10th planet all the way down to the end of time for David Tennant. It doesn't have the Time of the Doctor, it doesn't have Twice Upon a Time or Power of the Doctor. So this one is a little bit outdated, but it's still quite nice to own, and it's a good way to have all the regeneration stories. Blu-ray is next. So on Blu-ray, I've got 2 copies of one story. So we've got the Blu-ray release of Spearhead from Space, and of course I have the Steelbook release of Spearhead from Space. A fantastic story. I love Spearhead from Space, and the fact I got it on Blu-ray and the Steelbook in my fantastic collection, I just absolutely love it. I really do love the fact I have it in my collection. Absolutely brilliant, and I love it. It's the same artwork as well. That's on the standard Blu-ray. That's on the Steelbook artwork. I absolutely love it. I really do love it. Then carrying on with the Blu-rays, we have got Doctor Who The Collection Season 8. Next, I'll put that with the collection set. So we've got Season 8 for the collection sets, which contains Terror of the Autons, The Mind of Evil, Connery in Space, The Claws of Axos, and The Daemons. Then, of course, we have Season 9 next on the Blu-rays for Doctor Who The Collection. And Season 9 contains Day of the Daleks, The Curse of Paradon, The Sea Devils. My favourite Pertwee story is now out on Blu-ray, and I absolutely love it. Plus, it has The Mutants and The Time Monster. And then, of course, we have my favourite Pertwee season on Blu-ray, aka Season 10. It was the very first Pertwee box set to be released onto Blu-ray. And of course, Season 10, it contains the 3 Doctors, Carnival of Monsters, Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks, and of course, the Green Death. So we've got 3 Pertwee seasons back to back, 8, 9, and 10. I'm still waiting for Season 7. I'm hoping Season 7 is next after whatever is going to be the next release after Season 15. I'm kind of hoping for it to be next year, because I do not want Season 11 just yet. I want them to try and make Invasion of the Dinosaurs look as perfect for the Blu-ray release. So then, of course, we have the Target Book collection. So the one thing about my Target books, I absolutely love them. I've read half of them. I haven't read all of them. So we've got Doctor Who and the Auton Invasion, aka Spearhead from Space Target book, which I have read. We've got the Cave Monsters, Ambassadors of Death, which I haven't read yet. I picked this up back in April. Thank you to TGS Milkshake for telling me about this in Book and Collectibles, because it wasn't for him, I would not have known about it. Then, of course, we have Inferno, a great Target book. I absolutely love reading that one. Then, of course, we have Terror of the Autons, aka a fantastic Reputation written by Terrence Dicks. Next, we got this rare piece Target book, which contains 2 stories into one. And that is, of course, The Mind of Evil and The Claws of Axos. I haven't read this yet, but I am planning to, after I finish reading some other Doctor Who stories with basically some of the missing stories. I'm in the middle of reading the Space Pirates of Petrotron, but I'm kind of hoping to get to the Highlanders next before I hit the Hartnell stuff I've brought. Then, of course, we have the Daemons, and then, of course, we've got the original release of the Daemons. So this is the original release, and this is the basically the next version of it. So I do have 2 versions of the Daemons, followed by Day of the Daleks, and of course, I got 3 copies of Day of the Daleks. So we've got this version, the original version of Day of the Daleks, followed by these 2. Now, I brought these in a bundle, and they both came falling apart. The pages need sticky taping back in. So it's actually quite nice that I actually went out and picked this up in the Time Invaders store in Osmond Street, which is a good reason why I went there, because I absolutely love this story. And I love the fact this is an excellent edition than these 2 later versions. But I still got them because I don't think anyone will want to buy books that are falling apart. Next, of course, we have the Sea Devils. I love the Sea Devils, so it's actually quite a fantastic read. I have read it. I absolutely love reading Doctor Who stories on the Target Book range. I'm loving Space Pirates at the moment. I really am. Followed by Planet of the Daleks. I absolutely loved reading this Target book. I absolutely did love it. Followed by The Green Death. So yeah, followed by The Green Death Target book. Again, I haven't read this one, but I am planning on to. Followed by The Time Warrior. And of course, you've got a nice cover of Lynx. Followed by The Dinosaur Invasion. Followed by Death to the Daleks. I love that artwork of the Daleks just exploding. I really do. Then, of course, we have The Monster Paladon. And then the final story for Jon Pertwee, aka Planet of the Spiders. So that is another thing to own in my fantastic collection. And then, of course, I own the 50th anniversary collection soundtrack, which has the cut down versions from what was released on the rare CD version. And then of course recently I picked up this during the week, which contains, this is a very rare one, and it contains all the pieces of music from basically William Hartnell all the way down to Matt Smith, and includes all of the Jon Pertwee stuff, like episodes. I haven't listened to this yet, but I'm really looking forward to diving into it. I love this set, I really do love it. So that is basically everything I own for the Jon Pertwee collection through VHS, DVD and Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments, what do you collect of? Do you just collect one thing of them? Do you not collect, or do you just like me and you collect everything? Let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content videos, and join me next week for when I show you everything I own in my collection for my all-time favourite Doctor, played by Tom Baker. And of course I have a lot of Tom Baker merchandise. I have all of these stories complete on VHS and DVDs, and I got a few Target books and some CDs. So yeah, I have got a big collection of the 4th Doctor. So join me next time in that fantastic video, and stay tuned, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and thank you for everybody who are absolute legends. And to those who are new to the channel, please do like, subscribe and share, and also thank you for joining Paul Who.